All right, how we doing? We are currently entering week 9 of our 12-week course. So hopefully everybody's kind of getting excited for the summer. But we don't want to look too far ahead because we do have quite a bit of work to do to finish out the school year and to finish out the trimester. So just want to go over a few things about what the week is going to look like. That way we all have a good understanding. So last Friday, you should have submitted your Animal Eye project that was due Friday, April 23rd. It was worth 100 points. So hopefully you get that turned in. Remember, if you do turn it in today, Monday, April 26th, you could still actually potentially get a 97 out of 100 because remember, it's minus 1 point per day and you've missed 3 days. So Saturday's -1, Sunday's -2, Monday'd be -3. So make sure you get on that. Hopefully everybody gets that submitted as soon as possible if you haven't already. So the way that this week is going to look is we are going to start a new project, but you'll notice that when you look at the week at a glance, if you glance all the way over to Friday, you'll notice that Friday is actually the day we're going to start the project. So what we're going to do at the beginning part of the week is we're actually going to do a couple prerequisite assignments that get us into what this next project is going to be. And as you can see, we are going to be working on landscapes, and we're going to be doing something a little different than what we have been doing, and that is we are going to use pen for our drawing. Okay, now drawing with a pen can be kind of tricky. Obviously, it proposes a lot of different challenges with the ink is permanent, you can't erase it, so that makes people a little bit nervous to make marks on their paper. The biggest thing with pen is you have to learn how to problem solve, you have to learn how to hide your mistakes, and you also have to learn to live with it, draw with confidence, and move on. Okay, so it really challenges you individually. I know we do have a lot of perfectionists and you're going to want to keep starting over, but what you'll realize is the sooner that you can get rid of all those imperfections and let it go, and you can problem solve to hide them a little bit, the more success you're going to have. So this is a fun project. It's usually a pretty cool project by the time we're finished. So hopefully you're excited. On Monday, there are 2 tutorials. Okay, and I believe it's broken into 2 tutorials is because when I was actually filming the tutorial at the time, it was interrupted because I think the custodian walked in and wanted to clean off the desks or whatever. So there's 2 parts. You must watch both parts. This is crucial. You have to watch the tutorials in order to understand how pens actually work, and more specifically, what techniques we're going to use for the project. So there's a little diagram of what it should look like. I also wrote out the things that need to be incorporated into your prerequisite pen activity. The pen activity is not going to be due until Thursday. There's a couple reasons why. The first reason, and you can see I put this at the bottom of Tuesday, is Monday and Tuesday our 8th grade classes will be testing. Okay, so we have the standardized test. Is it the air test? The map test? I get them kind of mixed up. But so you're going to be testing for math on Monday and Tuesday, and then I believe science is actually Friday. I'm not sure if 100% of you are going to be doing the science because I know some of you take biology at the high school. So either way, this week is going to be interrupted a little bit, periods 1 through 4, with some of that testing. So what I did was instead of just having everybody do nothing the days of testing, I went ahead and put the material in there. But just know is that as you work throughout the week, you just want to make sure that you get the assignments done by Friday at some point. Okay, so if you end up getting a little bit of homework, it's not going to be much. I also kind of built in some work time for the sketchbook assignment. So really, if you're testing during the periods that you're normally in my class, there's a chance that you may have like maybe a half an hour of work to do between Monday and Friday to get caught up. But to be honest, I think a lot of you are going to be in good shape. So we do have testing Monday, Tuesday, and then I believe we have testing Friday. I actually didn't even look, but I'm pretty sure it's either Thursday or Friday. So we should be good. The big thing is that you want to get to Friday's tasks by Friday. So really, you have all week to kind of work your way through this at your own pace. If you're somebody that struggles with pacing, just go through day by day and make sure that you are good to go for that day. What else do we got here? So you'll notice that Tuesday is a work day. You are basically just going to complete the work for this pen activity. Okay, just continue working on it. It is a little time consuming. You'll kind of get familiar with some of those techniques, but you'll want to spend most of the day on Tuesday working on that pen activity. Okay. The next thing is, and sorry, I'm kind of editing this as I go. The next thing is Wednesday. Wednesday is going to be another work day to continue that pen activity, and you should probably, I would say you should realistically finish, the pen activity on Wednesday. But some of you are going to take into Thursday to finish that pen activity. Whenever you finish the pen activity, okay, the prerequisite, and the tutorials are right here on how to do that for Monday. Whenever you finish that, you're going to move on to sketchbook assignment number 8. Now, if you remember, for the animal eye, I cut you guys a little break. I'm going to do the same thing this week because of testing. So we do have some testing interruptions. What this means is if you don't have testing during my class, you're actually going to take my class to complete sketchbook assignment number 8. Okay, that's really the only advantage that you're going to have. You're just going to have a little extra time, obviously, to work on art-related assignments. So sketchbook assignment number 8 is the rough draft for your landscape. Now, what you need to do is you must watch the tutorials before you start it. Okay, and I know it's kind of doing the same day, but you want to figure out what type of landscape to do for your rough draft. You want to pick a landscape that has a foreground, middle ground, and background. And you also want to pick a landscape that has some sort of structural detail. Now, that could be a tree, that could be a building, it could be whatever, but you want to have something in your landscape so that it actually sticks out and it looks interesting. You don't want to do some really far away landscape where everything is faded and you can hardly see it. So make sure that you think about the type of reference you pick for that sketchbook assignment, and then remember that that is due on Friday. Okay?